Do you think you can come to dinner with me just for an hour, please?
Sorry to interrupt. I just received this. You've got to see it right away.
Why? What is it?
Well, for one thing, it explains a lot about what happened during the fire. Hi.
Hi, Spencer. You might want to pour yourself a stiff one because, as you can see, I'm alive and well. You're probably wondering, Spencer, why I would fake my own death and leave the glory of the DA's office. Well, it turns out that Internal Affairs had been investigating me, and they had been for some time. I guess they weren't too pleased with some of my shenanigans. Of course, I was just trying to bring you criminals to justice. So I figured, why go to jail? Time to leave town. I don't like jail the way you do.
Was he really being investigated?
So I found that
If he was,
stiff in the
he's
hotel
guilty as hell, and he
basement,
can't
when I
face the music.
switched the dental records around. Well, you know how that kind of stuff works, huh, Spencer? Now, the bad news is, the Blackthorn treasure, I thought that was going to finance my travels out there, but it was stolen right out from under my nose. I hope it wasn't you that stole it.
Why is he confessing all of this now?
One reason. Me.
So, I figure I'm gonna take the kid on a trip. Sail the 7 seas, hang out in the Caribbean. Yeah, because, she kind of grew up while I wasn't looking. That's happening to you too, Spencer, with your kids. But you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna drop in on Laura. I know how much she loves the ocean. Maybe she'll come with me. So why don't you stew on that, huh?
Have you checked on your wife?
I called the hospital. They've agreed to double the security around her. He's probably bluffing. But I'll tell you this, if he gets within 5 feet of my wife, that bastard will be dead. For real. I saw the sign. I'm sorry, Skye. I thought Edward would make it.
Did, Luke. You're right. Edward's too mean to die.
Well, then why the sign? Why have you taken a dive off the wagon?
You know what's scarier than death, Luke? Getting what you always wanted. Edward respects me. He values me enough to make me his sole heir. So, naturally, I just thought I'd get busy and mess things up. All my life, I've been trying to fit into one family or another. Trying to get him to see how special I am. Now that I'm the favorite child, guess what? It's worse than being unwanted. All those hungry Quartermain mouths will be turned towards me like rabid little birds waiting for me to deliver the worm. Oh, they'll show me phony respect, all right, all the while plotting against me, waiting for bounce me out of the nest.
Well,
if you don't mind my saying so, it seems to me there's a more efficient way to handle this than drinking yourself stupid. That's how I handle complicated problems, remember? Look, it's none of my business, really. Except that I like you a lot. And as a business partner, you're very important to me, and I hate to see any Quartermain define who you are and what you're worth, because you'll always end up on the short end of that deal. So I think, for whatever it's worth, you ought to tell Edward to take that inheritance and shove it where the grass don't grow.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I am overreacting. I mean, after the lawsuits from the fire, there probably wouldn't be a company left to run.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that. You know, Edward's probably already covered his assets. No, I think there's going to be definitely an ELQ. The question is, do you want to be the one to run it?
Luke, have you ever been trusted? I mean, it's awful, you know? It makes me want to just ruin everything right now instead of waiting for the day when I just screw it up anyway.
I don't know, Skye. I don't know about trust. I just know that Quartermains, there isn't one of them worth the hell that you're going through. But hey, it's your life, you know? Suffer needlessly if you want, but do it on your own time, because right now you're going to go to work. Come on. Come on. Now that's better. You look great.
I want to go home.
No, you're not going home. You got to work. I need a hostess, and you're it. So what do you say? Give me a big smile, and let's start relieving these suckers of their cash.
Oh, guess who decided to grace us with their toxic presence?
Okay, you got two ways of handling this. You can turn tail and run like a coward, or you can march right up to the Dragon Lady and face her head to head.
Evening, Tracy. Don't you find it a bit in poor taste to be out on the town, considering your family's recent misfortune?
Actually, I'm here to show the world that the Quartermains have no reason to be in hiding.
Well, I certainly hope you brought money. I won't be extending credit tonight. You are a very bad risk.
Wrong again, Skye. I'm an excellent risk. You see, it's just a matter of time before I'm in control of the ELQ and the Quartermain estate. You're the first person I'm going to show to the door.
If I don't slam it in your face first.
That was very confident. Let me guess. Daddy finally rewrote his will, huh? Tell me something, sweet thing. Did he leave you everything?
Well, can you blame him? I mean, look at the alternatives.
Do yourself a favor. Don't go on this spending spree just yet. You see, Daddy's certifiable, which is why I got the power of attorney. The will is not worth the paper it's printed on. In fact, I was actually thinking of giving it to you as a souvenir, because you're worthless too. Not to mention drunk. Oh, I completely understand. The pressure of trying to hide your trailer park roots must be relentless. You have clearly crumbled under the strain. Bye-bye. Oh, now then. Deal me in. I'm feeling so lucky.
I'll deal, Mario. My. You must be feeling lucky. 21. The lady loses again. Clearly, you have never learned when to cut your losses.
The law of averages suggests that this is more than just a run of bad luck, Luke.
Consider a caveat from the great casino god Snake Eyes. If you go after Skye, You're in for a long stretch of very bad luck. I thought you were going to be at Jake's, waiting for me at the bar.
I almost was.
What changed your mind?
Tracy's no excuse to drink. Nothing's an excuse to drink. I drink because I'm sick, and when I stop, that means I'm on my way to getting better.
I hope we're not leading here to an invitation to one of those meetings.
Hey, I'm working on my own recovery here, okay? If Tracy thinks she's gonna roll over on me, well, then I need to be sober to fight her.
Well, Tracy's tough. Even for a quartermain, she's ruthless. She'll go for the jugular, you know.
Yeah. Then I guess I'll just have to go after hers.
Now that I'd like to see. Not that you need it, but I have been known to provide some pretty fair backup.
Well, thank you for the reinforcements. And, thanks for that kick in the pants before.
Sure. You've done the same for me. Consider it payback, and thank you.